Welcome back! Today we're going to learn how to make eyelids by covering these eyes that we made in the last video with fleece. In the last video, we learned how to cast these eyes out of plastic. Click here if you'd like to see that video. Now, making these types of eyelids is not difficult. The only tricky thing about it is getting both eyes perfectly symmetrical. And I came up with a little trick for doing it perfect every single time. First way is with a drawing compass. It's important to get a decent one. The cheap ones will slide open when you don't want them to. What's nice about this one is it doesn't use pressure to hold it shut. It uses this little screw. That's the kind you want. To do this trick, I use a piece of paper. Normally I use white, but I found in the video you couldn't see the eyes on it, so I'm using orange today. So I start off by putting the eye about there, and then I trace a circle around it, close to the edge. Then I'm gonna make a dot right about there in the paper. In this case, it's about 1 inch down from the circle, but you'll wanna do more or less depending on if you want the eyes more shut or open. And all I do is put the one end on the dot, and then gently drag the compass over the eye. But now that this is set up, all I have to do is place the next eye there and repeat the same motions to get it to be perfectly identical. Now I know the pencil lines are a little bit difficult to see with the camera, but if you can see, they are perfectly symmetrical. Another way is by using a flexible ruler. What's nice about this is you can bend it to the contour of the eye and then trace around it. Now we're going to cover our eyelids with fleece. A lot of people call it Antron fleece, but it's actually nylon fleece. Now making eyelids is a great usage for small scrap pieces of fleece. I'm going to do these top ones green. And I'll start off just by spraying the back of these with spray adhesive. Be sure to let them dry for about 5 minutes. Then go ahead and stretch them over the eye, right across the line. I'll do the same for the other eyes. Now we're going to let these sit for a little bit while we work on the thin strip that goes below the eye. Now to make the eyeliner, I'm going to use some dark colored felt. In this case I have black and brown. And you only need a tiny strip, but it's very important to make it perfectly straight. To do that I use a rotary cutter and a straight edge. So I decide about how thick I want it to be. And then I cut it right there. And I'll do the same with the brown. Press down on the ruler firmly. There's one. Now make sure these are lying flat, but don't pull on them. And then spritz them with a little bit of glue. I'll gently just snip them in half. Now that we have these, let's see how they look on the eyes. I think I want to try the black ones on this green. So I'll gently lay it right below, just like that. Same here. And I'll do the brown on these ones. So now these eyes are all covered, now I'm going to carefully trim the edges with a razor blade. Do this slowly from the back and just gently glide the blade around the edge and it'll trim it right off. It's a little tricky because of the glue, but just be patient and go slowly. You can even use old scissors if you don't mind getting glue on them. Look how much expression you can get out of these eyes just by turning them. Click right here if you want to see how to put pupils on these eyes. Now these are all done. In the next video, we're going to attach these eyes to this puppet along with the rest of his features. Let me know in the comments whether you think he should have the yellow eyes or the green eyes. That's it for now. See you next time.